Summer break.
Hey guys, it's me, your boy Simon. So this is my music. Let me just turn it off. That's better. Today we'll be reacting to Story Booth animations. The first one is My First Period Disaster.
Summer break was right around the corner, and my school had decided to throw an end-of-the-year middle school party to celebrate all of our accomplishments. It was the day before the party, and during lunch period, me and my friends were all talking about what we would wear, who was going, etc. As we talked, I remember having some painful stomach cramps, but blamed it on the cafeteria food and thought nothing of it. When the school day was finally over and I
That looks like my grandma's house. All the way down in Chino Hills, California. Yep, I'm from Riverside. Yep, I'm from Los Angeles. Just kidding I'm back in June. I did the Wisconsin. I'm from Wisconsin. I was just kidding. I'm from Los Angeles, and about San Francisco, kidding about that too. And I'm from Los Angeles. Yeah, my grandparents live in Chino Hills, and I have to go to Riverside downtown every year to meet my grandparents.
was at home, I was rummaging in my closet for something nice to wear for the party, and decided on a nice casual white dress.
That looks like my mom's wedding dress. That looks like my mom's wedding dress. And that looks like my mom's high school prom dress too, except it was blue. My mom's wedding dress, white. Her prom dress was blue. Yep, so let's get back on the video.
Unfortunately, my cramps came back while I was helping my mom with dinner, but once again I ignored them. The following morning, I woke up and began getting ready. It was a Saturday, the day of the party, and I was a bit nervous since so many people were planning to go, but I tried to focus on the positives. While I was in my mom's car driving to the school, my cramps once again came back. I told my mom, but she reassured me I would be fine and it was just the butterflies in my stomach. I decided to deal with it and go to the party anyway. Once I arrived, my mom waved me goodbye and I saw my friends standing.
My friends? That was her friends. That red dress definitely looked like my mother's wedding dress. Yeah, it looked like it. Oh, very similar to it.
By the school gym entrance. They complimented my dress and we headed inside the large gym, barely managing to get through the large crowds of middle schoolers. The gym itself was decorated with colorful banners and was packed with kids. My friends explained that they were going to say hi to some others, so me and my friend
That was just like my mom and her friends when she was my age in San Francisco, California.
Katie stayed and just goofed around. Suddenly, I heard some kids laughing behind me, and Katie's eyes widened as she stared down at me and whispered, "Mal, look down." Nervously, I lowered my head and saw that my legs and my dress were covered in blood.
Actually, there was one time my mom actually didn't have any pets. So she actually grew up in the 80s, and she was actually at the rail yard, and it never happened to me. I had stomach cramps before, for 3 days straight, and it was in Chino Hills in 2018. Just one day.
A sixth grader who had just got their first period, I slowly looked around and realized everyone was staring and laughing at me. I felt my face turn red and Katie quickly snatched me and ran out of the gym. My other friends followed us to the bathroom and we handled the situation by getting me a pad and calling my mom. I was so embarrassed.
This kind of reminded me of my Aunt Lisa's backstory at Golden Gate High School, San Francisco, California, USA.
First, my mom picked me up, and while I was in the car, I checked my Snapchat to see if anyone had posted anything about the party. I was upset to find that some of the kids I had added as friends and actually trusted took a picture of me and tagged me on their stories. I felt awful and unfriended them, but
I have Snapchat. Well, my parents actually don't have it. Yep, I got it. Because, no reason. I got it because all my friends had it. And I wanted to get it, and I wanted to fit in. That's why I got it.
knew they were probably talking about me back at that party. When we got home, my mom wanted to make me feel better, so we ordered pizza, watched movies, and joked about what
My grandpa. We watch actually way too many grown-up movies. Yeah, like, I've watched Nobody's Fool. Actually, which was actually pretty hilarious. Yeah, it was pretty hilarious.
what happened back at that party. Overall, it made me feel better, and I learned two things from this experience. One is to always have some friends that will have your back and will not make fun of you. And two, always have some pads with you.
Hey guys, I'm back, and I just recently got back from my fast food place because I had to go out to dinner with my family. And I have a pretty big family, you know me. And let's get back on the video. And today this time we have my obese to fitness model, my 200-pound weight loss transformation. Let's get started.
I'm Liz, and ever since I can remember, my mom was always feeding me. I guess she thought I looked cuter when I was chubby, which is fine when you're a toddler. But by
Okay. I absolutely agree with her. I agree with her.
the time I was 9, I already weighed 120 pounds. As I got older, I got even fatter. I was so overweight, I had to use a special chair that wouldn't break under my weight during high school. It was so embarrassing, and the other kids were always teasing me because I was so large. No one wanted to sit next to me because they said I'd squash them. But the lowest moment was when my 10-year-old sister, Katie, invited a friend over. When her friend
Please do not compliment overweight people. Thank you.
saw me, her eyes widened in shock, and she asked, "What is that?" My sister Katie blushed, and she said, that's no one. Let's go to my room. You won't have to look at her there." Wow. I was so overweight, my own sister was ashamed of me. After her friend left, Katie said sorry for treating me like that, but it was fine. I know she loves me just as much as I love her, so I couldn't be mad at her. She's just a kid who didn't know how to handle the situation. No, I was to blame for what happened. I felt like I'd let my sister down. And to make things worse, Katie wasn't exactly slim either, because our mom was feeding her too much as well. That's when I decided I had to lose weight and keep it off. Not just for myself, but also to set an example for my sister. I'd tried to diet before by eating 1 meal a day, but I just got really hungry, then ate even more food to make myself feel better. I knew I had to be organized and put together a plan for success. So I ordered 10 books about nutrition and weight loss. After I'd read them all, I had a much better understanding about how to lose weight, and I realized I didn't have to starve myself, but instead, I just had to eat the healthy food, which would also make me feel full, and I also needed some exercise.
Okay, I actually did the
weight loss was slow but steady, and once I started seeing my weight go down, it gave me the motivation I needed to stick with my plan. It took 2 years to go from 300 pounds to 106 pounds, my dream weight.
So she actually lost 292 pounds in 2 years. That is amazing.
Wait. I won't lie though. I did it more for my sister than myself. I wanted to show her that she can break the cycle of obesity and live a healthy lifestyle too. Now we cook together almost every day and she's already looking slimmer. In a funny way, being obese was a gift because I've learned so much about how to be fit and healthy because of my weight. Right now, I help other overweight people by coaching them to do what I did. I really want to make a difference. I'm hoping that someday I might become a professional weight loss coach. That would be awesome. But for now, I'm studying at college and train at the gym 5 times a week. I've been going there for about 18 months now and my body looks amazing. In fact, I was spotted at the gym
5 times? I at least try to go once a month with my mom. Yeah, it's pretty good.
by a talent scout, and last month I did some modeling for a big sportswear brand, with a second photo shoot booked next week for another fitness company. I was even featured in Women's Health magazine. It was so cool. It's pretty crazy what can happen in 2 years. Just before I go, I want to ask you a favor. If you see someone who's heavily obese, don't judge them. You don't know their history. Many have been abused
Yeah, I absolutely agree with her.
and food is an escape for them, a way to feel better for a moment, even though they know it's not good for their health. So if you want to help them, maybe ask them to go to the gym with you or show them this video. If I lost weight, they can too. Thank you for listening to my story, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.
Okay, hi, subscribe. And this time we are looking at I rescued some abandoned kittens. Let's get on the video. Let me turn it up.
So my mom and I live in these apartment complexes on the second floor, and we have 2 cats named Bella and Kitty.
Trust me, I love cats. And I'm allergic to horses. And dogs are way too much work. That's why my mom doesn't have dogs. She has cats. My grandpa that lives all the way in Chino Hills has cats.
With being on the second floor, we have this little porch, and our cats are always out there enjoying the views of the apartment complex. So everyone kind of knew that we had animals. One night, my mom and I were sitting on the couch and we hear this knock at the door. My mom answers the door and there's this little boy, and he tells my mom, "Hey, we know you guys have cats and we keep hearing these crying meows from the bushes and our parents aren't home, so can you come check it out?" We put on our flip-flops really quickly and dash out the door. So we go around to the back of this set of apartment.
It's night? What? Why does this story take place at night? So, it's optional. Answer this question if it's completely optional since I'm nice. Why is it night?
Complexes, and there's crying from the bushes, and we had our flashlights and we kind of poked around through the bushes, and then my mom sees it. 7 little kittens all curled up into a little ball, and
Trust me, I never rescued kittens in my life. There was this one time back in August 2017 where we saw some abandoned kittens outside of my mom's house. My dad's allergic to cats, so my parents have different personalities. You already know me. I have different personalities.
a big thorn bush, and they don't look good. I jumped into the thorn bush and grabbed the kittens out one by one while my mom took them from me. My mom and I put them in this little basket that we brought with us, and we tied them up into...
Answer this question is completely optional. Why is it night?
to our apartment complex. We gave them loads of blankets and food and washed them up a bit because they were all scruffy from the thorns that they were in.
Please do not put your cats in the bathtub. My cat actually jumped in my bathwater once. Got so mad at my kitties. I love cats. I'm impressed with 7 personalities. Just so you know.
And we were scared and we were worried for their health because they're all blind. So we take them to the vet The doctors say that there's not a very good chance that they would live. My mom and I obviously are very upset about this. So the vet says, well, if you guys are so concerned about this, we could take them in, but it would be very expensive. And my mom and I...
They're expensive? What? my oxygen's locomos cost like mid 200. All in the mid 200s. All in the early and mid 200s, like 100s.
We don't really have that much money, so we asked if there were any alternatives, and they said that we could maybe nurse them on our own. We, of course, were like, oh no, this is going to be another responsibility. My mom would have to take off work because they're all blind, or I would have to stay home, and how can a 13-year-old take care of cats? Like, that's just...
Like, one time I can't wait till 11 in the morning for breakfast. And that was one time I had to...
just not a thing that, take care of blind cats. Like, no, that's not going to happen. And we didn't want to give up, so we got all the supplies that we needed to help the cats. We got eye medicine for them. We got this replacement from their mother's milk and beds, and we all gave them names. There was Rhubarb, there was Ginger, there was Sassy, there was Nutjob, and there was Nightmare because he was all black, of course.
I have a black kitty. It's a female. Oh, I will, in the card box, I will actually put there. I will put the channels in the box I reacted to. It's one of my favorite videos. My Plants vs. Zombies ones. Definitely check this out. Great content on those. Great music.
We cared for those kittens for a good 3 months in the bathroom. Slowly but steadily, their sight all returned, and soon enough, we got to give the kittens out. And I really want to nurse cats whenever I get older now.
PetSmart. Here's my